All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We are in our another men's quarterfinal battle here on center court, just getting underway. Alex Corn, the voice of beach tennis, bringing the action live from the 2024 Maryland Beach Tennis Open here in Ocean City. The number one seeds, Caio Farias and Ayrton Macedo. They are taking on Enzo Umbaranas and Cal Morini, both from Brazil. We are in the second game now, with Ayrton and Caio leading 1-0. As that ball sails out. Ayrton serves it up, forehand side return by Enzo, and that one inside 15-all. Ayrton in the green trunks, his partner Caio in the white. Over on the backhand side return by Cal Morini, the Brazilian duo. Cal in the black hat and Enzo in the gray shirt, no hat. All Brazilians here on the court. Of course, Brazil, one of the hottest growing nations for beach tennis anywhere in the world. It is exploding in Brazil faster than anywhere else on earth. 30-all. As Ayrton serves it up, backhand side return by Cal into the net, 40-30. Again, the number one seeds here, Ayrton and Caio. Caio or Caio? Caio. Caio. As a service up, Ayrton coming in, chipping and charging. Windmill put away there by Caio into the net, and so point back for Enzo and Cal. Best 2 out of 3 sets, folks, will advance to the semifinals. If we get to a third set tiebreaker, it will be a super tiebreaker. We'll explain more about that when we get there, as that big serve by Ayrton. And that gives his team a 2-games-to-love lead early here in the first set. Men's quarterfinal action here on center court in Ocean City, Maryland. We are live on a beautiful Friday afternoon as we are streaming around the world, courtesy of iDo Streaming and the iDo Streaming team. This is Enzo Umbaranas, 450th ranked player in the world right now. That one sails long. Love 15. You're too good. You're too good. Beautiful chip and charge by Enzo as they tie this one up at 15-all. Backhand side return, taking it up high, locking in. Oh, and that one, you thought maybe for a moment that was going to go out, but Caio reaches up, gets a paddle on it. 30-15. Little touch angle attempt, falls just a bit short. 30-all. as serve is up. Nice return there by Kaio. So break opportunity here for Kaio and Ayrton, the #1 seeds, trying to take that 3 games to love lead. Here on center court in Ocean City. Oh, and a double tap off the top net tape. Friendly bounce there for Enzo. Takes us to our first golden point, 40-all. Next point wins the game, not the match, not the set, but the game. In beach tennis, you get one serve only. There is no second serve like there is in tennis, and at 40-all, the next point wins the game. So here we go. Will Enzo and Cal get on the board here for the first time? Enzo, windmill play back over to KO. KO now, Kaio taking it up high from the backside. Ayrton putting it up. Challenging Cal. Enzo gets a paddle on it, but it's going to sail along, and just like that, the #1 seeds have taken a 3 games to love lead here in the first set. If you're new to beach tennis, it's scored very, very similar to tennis. It's a best 2 out of 3 set match. The difference being that at 40-all, there is no advantage like in tennis. So at 40-all, the next point wins. And if we get to a third set, it is a 10-point super tiebreaker, as opposed to a whole third set is a 10-point super tiebreaker. First one to 10 points wins. But other than that, very, very similar to the sport of tennis, with one main difference. The ball does not bounce in the sand. So it's an all volley game. Ball stays in the air. You'll see a mix of drop shots, lobs, smashes, a little bit of slow touch play, a little bit of hard smashing, intense play. So it's a mix of everything in the sport of beach tennis. And there is an international tour sanctioned by the International Tennis Federation. There's tournaments happening all over the world. There's professional players that this is all they do for a living, folks. In fact, right now in Saarlouis, Germany, one of the biggest tournaments in the world, the Sand Series Classic event is happening there right now. And there are various tournaments all over the world happening. And right here in Ocean City, this is what we call a BT50, which is a professional tournament with prize money, albeit a bit smaller in terms of scale from some of the major events around the world, but still intense talent that comes out and has the opportunity to play here and play for prize money and earn world ranking points. This is day 1. We're going to be here all through Sunday with 2 different ITF sanctioned tournaments, as well as tomorrow an open play money tournament, which is going to be a whole lot of fun. Right now it's a 3 games to love lead here for Ayrton and Kaio. And this is Kaio serving up in the white shirt. Ayrton in the green shorts, and that's a nice pressure play by Cal Marini, the Brazilian. Ranked 302 in the world with the windmill put away. Love 15. Service up, forehand return by Cal. Cal now taking it up high. Ayrton getting in on the act. Oh, and that's a beautiful heads-up play by Cal. Saw the angle on the boardwalk side line. Ayrton was a little too far back. He exploited that forecourt. Nice heads-up play there by Cal Marini. Love 30. Serve up, forehand side return there by Cal. Now stretching. Oh, Cal got a paddle on it, but that's just a beautiful lob by Kaio. Kaio Farias, 112th ranked player in the world from Brazil. His partner, Ayrton Macedo, the highest ranking player in this tournament at 47th in the world. And a big serve, return into the net. So that takes us now to 30-all, ties us up. Team serving now. Kaio and Ayrton leading 3 games to love in this first set. They've tied this game up at 30 apiece. Just like tennis, folks, 15-30, 40 game. Forehand side return by Cal. Now going in on the forehand side dish. Yes, and that's nice pressure. That's called a chip in charge as Kaio Big serve, rushes into the middle, takes that third shot, puts pressure. Too much for Enzo and Cao to handle. So now game point at 40-30. They were down in a hole, but they've come back in this one. Will they take a 4 games to love lead? Friendly bounce off the net, saved in there by Ayrton. Ayrton, and he can't make the adjustment as Enzo, with the heads-up play, took advantage of Ayrton being down in the sand, and that ties us up at 40 all, a golden point. Next point wins the game. Will it be for love, or will it be first on the board for Cao and Enzo to try to pull this first set within 2? We shall see. Serve coming up. That's men and women, and we need sign-offs, right? And who do they talk to over here? To
Yeah.
Boo Boo? Okay. So here we go. Opportunity knocks. And Ayrton taking care of business. 47th ranked player in the world says, get out of my house. It's 4 games to love with a hot start for Ayrton and Caio. The number 1 seeds are rolling here, and for Enzo and Cao, they need to find some sort of change up here, some momentum shift to see if they can climb back in this first set. Serve is going over to Cao Marini. Serve up, forehand side return there by Ayrton. Ayrton, little touch drop volley, answered back by Enzo. Enzo getting in on the act, trying to challenge Ayrton there in the forecourt, but Ayrton's there to answer. Backhand side two-hander by Cao into the net. It looked pretty, but unfortunately into the net. Love 15. This is the quarterfinals, folks. We'll have play going on all day long as we march into the semis. We will play out the entire tournament number 1 today on this beautiful Friday here in Ocean City. Serve is up. Big serve there by Cao. Answered back in there by Ayrton. Ayrton, that little touch dropper. Cao answers back. Enzo locking into it. Little off balance, but he's able to keep the ball back in play. Going up high for the kill. Oh! Oh, no. Enzo had a freebie, and he just mishandled it. Maybe caught a little bit of the sun. Something happened there, but that was about as easy as they come. And Enzo, unfortunately, the error that happens to all of us from time to time, mishandled the smash, but that's all right. We've all been there. So, love 30. And the serve up and into the stands. Love 40. Game opportunity here for Ayrton and Caio to extend that lead up to 5 games. It's been all Caio and Ayrton in this first set. As the serve is up, backhand side return there by Ayrton. Caio getting in, push the ball back in. Little top spinner by Enzo, keeps the ball back in play. Oh, and he goes again for the two-hander back into the net, and that is 5 games to love for Ayrton and Caio. The number 1 seeds are rolling as players will change sides here. Set number 1, you're watching live men's quarterfinal action from Ocean City, Maryland, the Maryland Beach Tennis Open, 2nd annual. everybody up on the trolley. How you all doing up there? This is called beach tennis, and we expect you to be coming out and playing it tomorrow, okay? So we'll see you here in the sand, bright and early, 7 a.m. Enjoy your Ocean City vacation. All right. So again, listen, for all you players who want to play tomorrow in the money tournament, make sure you come to the registration tent, the officials tent, and ask for more details. But we have plenty of registrations open, and we can answer all your questions there, so don't miss that. All the people watching on YouTube are like, oh man, I need to fly into Ocean City very quickly. All right, we're back on action here on center court. Ayrton bringing the heat on the serve. 15-love, trying to serve out this first set. Men's quarterfinal action. Serve up, and another big serve there by Ayrton. Service ace. 30-love. It's been all the number one seeds so far here in the first set. Men's quarterfinals. Ayrton Macedo. And just keeps working it around. He has dialed his serve in. That was a beautiful spinning angled serve, challenging Cao on the forehand side, and this is set point at 40-love. Trying to put this first serve away. There's Ayrton. Oh, a little miscommunication as Caio jumped in front of Ayrton, distracted him a little bit, but they had a point to give, 40-15. Ayrton tried to close it out on a big service, but into the net. So a couple points now for Enzo and Cao, but it's still set point for Ayrton and Caio. 40-30. Serve is up. Backhand return is going to sail out. The first set is in the books, ladies and gentlemen. 6-love. Ayrton and Caio rolling in set number one. They take a 1-set-to-love lead here, men's quarterfinal. Folks, I want to take a quick second to recognize the folks that make this happen. First of all, congratulations to Beach Tennis Maryland for bringing beach tennis back to Ocean City. It's been a while. This is the second annual. They came here last year. Beach tennis made its debut in Ocean City all the way back in 2007, back in the racket sport days when beach tennis was played with tennis rackets, but the official version has changed, and it is now in line with what's been played internationally for 3 decades now. But Chip McLeod and the McLeod family and everybody at Beach Tennis Maryland, they have brought it back to this beautiful city, and it couldn't be possible without the amazing support of our partners at 4 Green Fields, our chief sponsor here. Want to thank the city of Ocean City, Maryland for being so accommodating for everything that they do. The Park Place Hotel right across from our event site for being the official hotel of the event and for all of their support. The McLeod Law Group, as well as Donovan Family Foundations and Sexy Brand Beach Tennis, Sexy Beach Tennis. And of course, the group from I Do Beach Tennis. That's right, they are doing all of the event production here as well as the streaming live on I Do Streaming. Check it out on YouTube. So thank you to all of our partners for all of the hard work that you put in to make this happen. I see big things for the sport of beach tennis here in Maryland and especially here in the city of Ocean City. You can't get a better backdrop than this with the boardwalk and the hotels and the beautiful water. And this wide beach that's like perfect for sports, beach sports. It's about half a mile long, it seems, half a mile wide. Absolutely perfect. So we're excited about this event for this weekend and for years to come. We are starting the second set off now with Enzo serving it up. Caio taking it up high. Enzo stretching on the windmill. Enzo now taking it up high, trying to put Caio to the back baseline, but that's going to sail long. 11-15. Service up. Forehand side return there by Kyle. Kyle taking it. Oh, tried to feather it, and it's good. It just got the back of the baseline. I think it's love 30. I think it's love 30. Love 30? Forehand side return there. Oh, big pace and just barely on the net. Cal breathes a sigh of relief as he saw that one, thought it was going to trickle over, but just not enough. So they're on the board here in this first game, 15-30. As the serve is up and out. 15-40, break opportunity here for Ayrton and Cal. The number 1 seeds rolled in the first set. Let's see if Kaio and Ayrton, the number 1 seeds, they are rolling. Enzo and Cal trying to see what they can do to change things up, get on the board. Facing a break point right here on the backhand side return by Cal. And there's Ayrton trying to force it. He went in for the aggressive put away, had a point to give, but just couldn't quite connect. So another point here for Enzo and Cal, 30-40, still break point. And serve is up and long, and so that is game to Ayrton and Kaio. They are rolling, the number 1 seeds, leading 1 set to love and 1 game to love here in set number 2. First set was 6-0, and then second set 1-0. All right, as the players have changed sides, we're in the second game now of this second set with the number 1 seeds, Kaio and Ayrton. They are rolling. You can tell they've got their eyes on one thing, and that is the championship match as Kaio serving it up. Serve up starts it off with an ace, and they can do no wrong so far here in this quarterfinal match. 15 love. Serve up, forehand return there by Enzo. Enzo stretching and not enough as that one clips the back of the line. A perfectly executed lob. 30 love. As a serve is up and a service ace, and they can do no wrong, ladies and gentlemen. Kaio and Ayrton are rolling here with 40 love, trying to take that 2 games to love lead in the second set. Already leading 1 set. As the serve is up, backhand return there by Cal. Now Enzo trying to push some pressure on. Ayrton with a big windmill put away, but into the net. So for Enzo and Cal, they have to just hope to get a little bit lucky on some unforced errors by the number 1 seeds. See if every little point counts, whatever it takes to get the momentum going. As the serve is up, down in the sand goes Enzo on a beautiful return with the quick hands. Oh, and there's Ayrton, just misconnected with the put away. So 40-30, still opportunity to take the lead, or to extend the lead rather, to 2 games love. Serve up, dug out, that's gonna sail wide, and that's a beautiful service hold there by Kaio and Ayrton. They lead 2 games to love in the second set. Serve goes over to Cal Morini, the ranked 302 in the world right now in the World ITF Beach Tennis Rankings, from Brazil, serving at love 2. Serve up, back inside return there by Caio, and that one's gonna just catches the line again. All the breaks going the way of Ayrton and Caio. That's what happens when you're the #1 seed. The net is kind to you, the lines are kind to you. Love 15, dug out there by oh, and a behind the back, kept it in play, dug it out of the sand. Ayrton, they're just putting on a show now, and it's out. Can you believe that point? One of the most stylistic points I've seen in a long time, capped by Ayrton's around the back, no-look volley. Checking that one out on the YouTube replay right now. And I got a feel for Enzo and Cal right now. I mean, not only is the score not in their favor, but Ayrton and Caio are pulling some tricks out of the bag. Service up, dug out there by Ayrton. Ayrton watching that one, letting it fly long. Triple break opportunity here for the #1 seeds, trying to extend that lead to 3 games of love in the second set. Service up, forehand return there by Caio. That one's going to sail long. So much needed point there for Enzo and Cal. As the serve's up, dug out there by Ayrton. Somehow, some way, he digs that return out of the sand, and that is another game for Ayrton and Caio. They are rolling. Haven't lost a game yet in this quarterfinal. They're up 1 set to love and 3 games to love as players will change sides. Folks, if you're walking by and you're wondering, what is that? Is that volleyball? Is that badminton? What is it? Nope, it is a sport called beach tennis. It has been played since the 1970s, where it originated in Italy. And it is here in the United States, started in the US back in 2005, back when we were playing with tennis rackets, of all things. But the sport has aligned internationally to the paddle game that it is now. It is a legitimate, sanctioned professional tour sport with tournaments happening all over the world. Even today, right now, there are multiple tournaments happening all around the world on the Pro Tour. This being one of them, it's what we call a BT50. So professional tournament with prize money, albeit a little bit smaller than some of the more major tournaments around the globe. It's a great game, very, very similar to the sport of tennis. And just picture this, if tennis and volleyball and badminton had one crazy night, it would produce this baby called beach tennis, which is what we have here, a great sport where the ball cannot touch the ground. That's right, it's an all volley game. The net sits for the men at about 5 foot 10 inches tall off the ground. Ball can't touch the sand. Once it does, the point is over. Unlike tennis, you get one serve and one serve only. There is no second serve in the sport of beach tennis, but otherwise the scoring is very, very similar. 15, 30, 40, and then game. You play regular sets as you would in tennis. And when you get to the third set, you play a 10-point super tiebreaker if it gets there. The players today are competing in the quarterfinal. Winner of this match will move on to the semis. And of course, we will finish all of our semis and our final matches in this tournament today. And then we move into a special open play tournament tomorrow. And then back on Sunday for another International Tennis Federation sanctioned tournament, BT50, on Sunday. For the #1 seeds, Ayrton and Caio, they are rolling here, leading 3 games to love in the second set and 15 love in this game. Big serving, Caio. I'll tell you what, it is scary if you have to face that down on the other side of the net. For those of you watching on the boardwalk or those watching there on YouTube, it is a lot more daunting when you are the one on the other side of the net having to face that kind of a serve. But Enzo's able to dig one out here, put a nice pressure. Quick hands, though, by Kaio. Kaio keeping the ball back in play. Now Ayrton rolling back, little touch dropper there. There's Ayrton with a little rolling flick. I really like that shot by Ayrton there, as he kind of held his paddle steady. You weren't quite sure what he was going to do, and then at the last second, a little backhand flick top spinner. The number 1 seed showing a lot in here today on the sand. 40 love, another game opportunity here for Ayrton and Kaio to extend that lead. As the serve is up, and just too much heat on the serve. Ripping serve coming down there by Ayrton, and that is 4 games to love. They're just 2 games away from advancing to today's semifinals. Enzo in a hole. They got to see if they can do something to try to change things around. That's not going to do it as that one sails long. Love 15. Serve up on the backhand side, return there by Kaio. Little touch, taking it up high is Ayrton. Kaio's there in position. Stretching, that one's going to sail long as well. And I think what's working here and what you're seeing from this number 1 seeded team is body position, the footwork. They know their anticipation is excellent. They know where they need to be at the right time, and they're not letting themselves expose court unnecessarily. And that's what you see sometimes. If you can control position, and knowing where to be on the court, even when you're not touching the ball, that's as much a key to victory as anything else. So at 15:30, Enzo serving it up. Big serve on the backhand side return by Ayrton. Ayrton's going to send that one wide, so that ties us up at 30 all here. This is the 5th game of the second set. It's been all number 1 seeds, Ayrton and Kaio. Enzo and Cal trying to get on the board for the first time. 30-40, another break opportunity, trying to extend that lead to 5 games love. So pressure on the paddle right now of Enzo as he's trying to get his team on the board for the first time. Serves up, back and return there by Ayrton. Friendly bounce off the net, keeping it back in play. Oh, and Cal smashes one home. I don't care if you're the number 1 seed or not, that you're not getting that one back. As Cal puts it down with authority. So that takes us to a golden point, 40 all. Next point wins this game. Will Enzo and Cal get on the board for the first time in this match? We shall see. As the serve is up, no, it's long, and it's 5 games to love for your number 1 seeds. Ayrton and Kaio are rolling here. 6 love in the first set, 5 games to love. They are 1 set away from a date in the semifinals. There should always be a little delay probably on the Because it has to encode and go up.
No,
so.
no, I know, but the replay.
Oh, okay.
You see the replay is like that.
Oh, got you. Okay.
And it looks good.
Yeah, no, it looks great. Is that Lohan? Is that Lohan or is that Lucas? Lucas? Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I know. Yeah, they're frustrated. Yeah. That's cool. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, you guys should talk. For sure. Back on center court, ladies and gentlemen, Alex Corner, the voice of Beach Tennis, bringing you live men's quarterfinal action on a Friday here, live from Ocean City. This is Kaio trying to serve out the match, leading 5-love in the second. And that one, waking up our tournament host, Chip McLeod. Stay awake over there, Chip. As Kaio sends that one into the stands, love 15. Service up, backhand return is gonna say, yes! He's able to sneak one down there. Cal saying, yeah, I got a few tricks in the here. It might be a little late, but I still got him. 30, love 30. Service up, backhand return there by Enzo. Now taking up stretching is Cal. Oh, Enzo able to keep the ball back in play and then planting one into the shoulder of Cal. 15-30. Ayrton and Kaio 3 points away from advancing to the semifinals. Bubu, are we doing another quarter after this or semis? We going to semis? Semis? Serve into the net. After 3. So here's the best chance they've had yet to get on the board for the first time in this match at 15-40. Double break opportunity here for Cal and Enzo. Forehand side return. Yes, and they're on the board. They got a game, Enzo and Cal. At the very least here in this quarterfinal match. Hey, listen, as long as you're still playing, you got a chance. So Cal and Enzo get on the board, and they will be serving it up at 1-5, second set. Serve up by our hand side dish. Taking it up high, Ayrton, easy put away. Another day at the office kind of shot there for Ayrton, popping it home. Love 15. Serve up for Hammer. Big serve there by Cal to tie this game up at 15 all. And out. And I want to thank all of those who are joining us.